Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank y'all for joining me.
It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to my viewers and subscribers. Thank y'all for joining me today. Thank you for the NTZ crew and everything you do to keep this a safe and respectable live stream. I see my buddy Texas is always back. We missed you, man. What was you had some more balling to do? You have a special meeting with Duterte? Hey, Cal Deadman, you here early, man. I see. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, guys. This is an important topic, believe it or not, that I want to kind of touch on today when you visit the Philippines, whether it's your first time, your 10th time. What does it mean when somebody says, just act like a regular Filipino and you're going to be fine when you visit the Philippines? I want to send my condolences to the family of Gwen Garcia, governor of Cebu. Her father passed away. He was a 3-time governor of Cebu, Pablo Garcia. I met Gwendolyn Garcia back in 2010. She's really, for somebody that's rich and powerful, she's very down to earth, very humble, man. She at that time, I haven't seen her in person in a long time. She was beautiful, man. She was, one of them over 30 Filipinas that I talk about. But she's real tiny, man. She's real petite. She's short. And I seen her in the Ruston grocery store. She only had one bodyguard with her. He stood at the entrance to the store. She just roamed around like no big deal. I spoke to her. She spoke back. What's up, Sam Champion? I'm going to get you that address today, the official address of the new house over there. I'm going to take the guys some pizza today because I haven't been able to get over there all week, man. It's been raining and different things. I haven't taken any bread or anything like I normally do. Hey, Tim Gun Lover, how you doing? Wonders of Life. Is Jay Hunt on her yet? Exchange rate is 50.43. That's good. Anytime it's over 50, guys, we're doing good. And, a lot of you guys, man, y'all need to lighten up, man. That video I did about big, beautiful Filipinas, a lot of that was true, but some of it was tongue in cheek. I don't think y'all come all the way over here for that. But, some guys said they like, big women. So I said, hey, they over here if you like it. Hey, Travel Mike, good to see you, man. Ingram Davis, what's up? Man, nobody still hasn't sent me any pictures. No, Ingram sent me a couple of short videos of the Vegas get-together, man. What's up, Mr. Vegas? Luis Martinez, what's going on, brother? 501 Hellraiser. DG Island Fist. I see Jeffrey Hood's in the house. Any football games on, guys, so I can go look at the highlights because that's all I can stand right now until the real season starts. I just watch, it's only a few people I can watch anymore in the NFL anyhow. One of them's Lamar Jackson. I like, I like Kansas City. Hey, Jacob Tanjay, good to see you. Yeah. I was kind of shocked to find out that Nike, the Philippines, is the third largest market outside the USA and China for Nike. That was kind of shocking to me. But yeah, what I'm talking about when I say, when you hear somebody say, when you come over, just act like a regular Filipino and you'll be fine, or they'll say, just act like a regular Filipino and they'll love you for it. Meaning, don't act like you too good over here, guys. I know our standard of living is a lot higher than a lot of the people over here, but don't think you too good to try certain things or do certain things or go certain places. If you just act like a regular Filipino, man, they're gonna love you for it. And I mean, that goes, the red carpet I talk about, them rolling out for you. It's going to be the brightest red carpet you ever seen if you act like that. But if you thumb your nose at them, if you look down your nose at them, and, oh, I'm too good for that, you're not going to have a good time over here. I promise you, man. And you don't want to do that anyway. You're a guest. Imagine staying over somebody's house. You're not going to give them a whole lot of flack about, hey, man, you need to clean your bathroom, or, I didn't know, your dog is too loud at night, chain him up while I'm over here. You're not going to do all that, and you wouldn't do that. You don't want to do that when you come to the Philippines either. Just the Bill 02 says, I think a regular Filipino uses the bidet or scoop frequently. Now that's an art that I haven't mastered yet, just the Bill. Using that bidet. Hey, Mike Simpson, what's going on? K.A., good to see you, brother. I promise you guys, I've never used that thing, really. It don't work on me. Now, I do use I use soap and water now instead of toilet paper, but yeah, I don't, that bidet don't work with me. And I'm afraid if I shoot it too hard, it might shoot something somewhere. Hey, TJ Johnson, good to see you back, brother. He said he's been on vacation this week. Been meaning to reach out to you. Yeah. Hey, Tom, Kelsey, that's my homeboy from Somerset, Kentucky. I'm actually from Lexington, Kentucky. That's where I was born. We moved to Louisville when I was 4. So I consider myself a Louisvillian, but Tom Kelsey lives in Somerset. It's about, he said 80 miles from Lexington. Hey, Buffalo Danny says, saw the beauty contest. Think you are going to need more rules like no inappropriate photos and 18 and older, just a precaution to have a poster with sunshine shoulders in the background. No, we're just trying to have some fun, Buffalo Dan, and help people at the same time. I mean, it's a pandemic. People are basically self-quarantining in their house right now. And beauty contests are real big over here, and they're popular. And I wanted to have one. And, it's my way of really being able to put all the beautiful women in one place at one time without going all around looking, because I'm eventually going to make a video out of it. The most beautiful women in San Carlos City, the most beautiful women in the Philippines, because I expect to get a big participation in this. And like I said, they like it. And it's something fun. And, give everybody, you go on there and you vote. Because like maybe I'll put 5, 6, 10 videos on a day, and then everybody votes on them. Then the winner of that goes on to the next round, But no, I got to keep it simple, Buffalo Dan. Nicholas Terry says, spin up that hater track for him one time. Hey, thanks, TJ Johnson, for the super chat. He said, I read this morning on Rappler that the BIR is finally hard up enough on cash that they're coming to tax Philippine expat content creators like Pinoys. Thoughts? What do you mean? You mean Pinoy? Oh, Pinoy expat content creators, like Pinoy. Thoughts? Well, it's really needed, TJ Johnson, to be honest with you, because one of the problems with the country over here and the infrastructure is people don't pay enough taxes, and not enough people are paying taxes. See, a lot of people don't realize our standard of living is so high in America because they tax the hell out of it. I mean, really, they tax the hell out of them. The lowest guys on the totem pole basically get taxed the most, something like 35% or something like that. Think about that, man. It's crazy. But over here, I mean, you know, don't come down on them and put them out of business. But yeah, I saw something like that myself. And I just think, because another thing, TJ, is a lot of vloggers. See, as an American, YouTube is going to send me a 1099. I got to file mine, but I don't think they have that over here. I think that the Filipino has to, you know, it's like an honest system. You got to come forward, and either they're not reporting enough or not reporting at all, TJ. So yeah, it's really kind of needed. I don't. It's just kind of crazy, but yeah, that's what that is. Tim Gunlover says, I applied for my passport yesterday. Might get it before the end of the year, which is soon enough. Yeah, Eric Terry was on here the other day. I think he said he paid an extra to have his expedite, and he said it still took 5 months. Now, are they are they backed up like that? But he said they did refund his money, Tim Gunlover. Jam Bam said tongue in cheeks. No, tongue in cheek. Hey, TJ Johnson. Oh, okay. He said, no, man, I meant they're already taxing Pinoys. They're going to start taxing folks like you and Juicy Vlog and Black Filipino. Check Rappler after this. Well, that's going to be hard to do. I'm not a Filipino citizen. You know, they can't tax me. I mean, I don't vote here. The way you going to tax me? I'm going to read that, though. But no, I'm already being taxed. But, you know, they'll find a way. But, I mean, I don't mind, really. But what am I getting for my, I mean, you know, what's the rules? I mean, you know, they're gonna put a lot of people out of business if they do that. You know, coming out to foreigners like that. I think that's ridiculous. Now, I don't agree with that because I'm already being taxed. You know, and by me being a 1099 insurance agent, I have to pay taxes every year anyway, you know, and it's like, you know, I'm just going to have to look into that. I may even hire me a lawyer over here. Yeah, that's crazy, TJ. I don't agree with that. Now, if I was actually working over here, it'll be different, like you or something like that. Hey, Smoky Mountain Modeler, what's going on? Oh, okay, Jay White said Browns versus Jags are on. You know, I feel cheated by the NFL anyhow because I was a big Cleveland Brown fan growing up. Me and my little brother, man, if Cleveland looked like they're going to lose, it's in the fourth quarter, we'll go in the bathroom and pray, and we used to cry and everything, man. My mother would get on our case like, oh, it's just a game. And then when they moved to Baltimore, man, it just messed me up because, you know, to me, because I'm talking about, I'm a Leroy Kelly Cleveland Brown way back then, okay? When they moved, you know, to Baltimore and then the new Cleveland Browns, man, just didn't set right with me. I haven't been the same ever since. Oh, okay. Travel Mike said, just a heads up, the next raw sewage video is going to be about you, Cal. Whiny feminist me and wussies. Yeah. Well, you know, those guys got to do something. Let them, you know, if that's all they can do, you know, that shows that they're really pitiful. That's all the content they can come up with is to, you know, they would never tell me in my face. So I'm not going to give, I don't care what they do. You know, he knows where, whoever that is knows where I am. If he's got a problem, come on. You know, we'll see what he's talking about. Hey, Eric Tater, he says communism is total control of the population. Results are starved masses. I give up on my Filipino because Filipino people won't fight to be free of this medical tyranny. Well, I tell you what, you may have something there, but it's just their culture, man. And, you know, being different doesn't make people inferior. Oh, okay, Cal Dib, I'm sorry. He says it's called a bidet. Whatever it's called, I don't use it on my behind, okay? Love Beat Muse says, what did you call it? It ain't for you, Cal. Yeah, that's right, Love Beat Muse. KA says, I plan to visit in January, man. Let's hope it's open then, man, to be honest with you. Hey, Eric Terry. I was just talking about you and your, you actually renewed your passport, right? And it took a long time to get it back. Wow. Cal Dedman says, the Texas Zoe, did I hear you say you purchased a new home? Congrats. Yeah. But the house he lives in now is nice. He's really got a nice place. Hey, Vince Lawson, thanks for the super chat. He said, Uncle Cal and NTZ, what do you think about having a Sunshine Chapter stateside as a support system for soon-to-be expats, like few of us in August, Georgia? Man, that's beautiful, man. That's what we're trying to do. We just want to help people who coming over here for a visit for their first time who are going to be an expat. We don't want you to be blindsided, man. And, you know, if I do have to come back, because I'm going to do everything I can not to come back. But if I do, I'm going to go all around and meet my subscribers. Is that T1976 saying, hey, Calvin, enjoy your channel. Thank you. Love Beat Music, giving up great ideas. Watch someone bite it. Yeah, I know that. I know somebody's going to start talking about big Filipinos too. I guarantee you that. Because I've never seen a video on it. I just wanted to put it out there because, you know, some men like big women. And there's benefits to it. I forgot to say that they're great cooks. You know, you don't have to worry about losing weight if you with a BBF. Hey, what's that? Algene Joy Estimber. She says, good morning, Sir Calvin, watching from Bacolod City. I may have to be in Bacolod soon. I may have to get me a shaver. Maybe if you see me at the SM Mall, just say hello. I'll buy you lunch. Nicholas Cherry says, important health tip. If you have constant stomach digestion pain, get tested for H. pylori. It's a common unspoken of stomach infection. Just found out I had it and glad to get the meds. Now, is that over here? Because I know 50% of adult Filipinos have worms. And that's from eating raw meat, mostly uncooked meat at these barbecue grills that you're going to see all around the Philippines when you get over here. I encourage you to try the barbecue, but make sure they cook it well done. Just sit there. Because a lot of Filipinos, they're impatient. You know, they always they're running here, running there. And, you know, half of theirs is uncooked. And that's why they get that. Hey, Simply Akers, thanks for joining us. She said, how's life, guys, and your family? Glad to be here today. We're glad to see you. And tell your husband we said what's up. Yeah, make sure that when you come over here and you eat barbecue, especially because most of the other street food is already cooked all the way. Make sure they cook it all the way for you. Hey, M Hotel 1934. He said, "Hey Calvin, great shows. I really learned a lot from your presentations. I think the bidet, pronounced bidet. Yeah, sorry, is primarily used for feminine cleansing. Yeah, I would hope so. M Hotel 1934, because I can't use it. Oh, okay. Eric Terry says Calvin is now taking 4 to 5 months to get a passport here in Miami now. Wow. Well, he said he was hoping he could get it by Christmas, so that's about right. What's up, JH? Good to see you. I gave the exchange rate is 50.43. It's holding good. Wells Family Journey, man. Welcome back, brother. It's been a while since I saw you. I was thinking about you the other day. I was like, wow, I haven't heard from him. Normally, I do. Okay, Tim Gunlover says worst case 18 weeks. Because somebody on here said it was 18 to 20 weeks. Oh, okay, Wells Family Journey says, I never left. I just couldn't catch lives until afterwards. Oh, okay. I knew you, because normally you would a comment. Check out his channel too, everybody. Wells Family Journey. Are you the one that has the 2 twin sons? Is that you? Mike C says Juicy Vlog, the #1 world champions of Pinoy baiting. I'm gonna have to go on and check that out. It's the first time I ever heard of Juicy Vlog. I know that Nas Daily, he's called hell now. Because of, they 2 lady. But if you go, the one thing I like about, if you go on manilatimes.com, you can, they archive their opinion columns, and you can go back and read the one from, I think from last week, where one of the columnists took up for him and said, these people have already been exploited. They're being exploited every time somebody rides the bus up there and gets those 3 dots. That's what she's known for. And to pick on him they're going overboard with it. Maybe they didn't agree with the contract that she signed. TJ Johnson said, I'm on the way to being double taxed without representation as well after I hit the 182-day mark here. So I feel your pain. Yeah. I mean, I think that's, see, but I tried to tell y'all how things work over here. Now, this is a pandemic, and now they're ramping things up. Prices are going up. Now you're talking about double taxing people. I mean, they're tightening the screws. Well, it's already tight over here. Now they're tightening the screws. So it gives you an indication of the prices you're going to pay whenever this place opens up, guys. Be prepared for it. Believe it or not, it's going to turn a lot of people off. Hey, the Cosmic Snail says, how's the house built? Anything you would do different? It's coming along great. I haven't been able to get over there. I was going yesterday, man, but it was raining cats and dogs here. It was so muddy there. I tried to go over there, man. I'm talking about it was mud this thick, Cosmic Snail. I wouldn't have did anything different. Now I'd say sometimes about the price could have been lower, guys. You have to understand, when you hire an engineer, the price is going to go up. But I needed it to be done right. I didn't want to have, because her brother is a master carpenter, but he's not here. He's in Toledo, Cebu. He's stuck over there. He can't come back. because Cebu, and everything. He doesn't want to take the swab test and all that. But had he been here, we probably were going to hire him. We probably was just going to hire the engineer to draw up the plans. But since he couldn't make it over here, which would have probably cut it in half, it would have mostly been labor costs. But I'm glad that I hired that engineer, because if you look at our house, and I'm going to show you today when I go over there, versus some of the other houses over there who were built, by without an engineer, you're going to see the difference. This guy was good, and his crew is just excellent. So no, I wouldn't have did anything different. Wonders of Life said foreigners are a source of income. Yeah, they are. But there's a way you can go about getting it, the income. See, the way they think over here is, and it's, it doesn't make them inferior, but old-fashioned on Western standards. I'm going to get you one time. I'm not worrying about getting your return business over and over and over. But that first time you do business with me, I'm going to cheat you, or whatever. I'm going to jack the price up. See, they don't, return business is not something that they keen on over here from my experience. See, as an insurance agent, I know how important referrals are, because 80% of my business, I promise you, comes from 20% of my clients. Referrals, they want another policy, like that, see. So customer service is really, really important to me. But over here now, they're going to get you, and a lot of times it's, take it or leave it. All right, here's the price, TJ said, Johnson said, like I said, man, they're hard up on cash, yeah. Just the BO2 said U.S. is either the only one or one of a very few countries that taxes its citizens everywhere. Most tax based on where it's earned. Yeah. I'm going to get a 1099. See, I just got monetized. I received my first check, deposit from YouTube in January. So when I file taxes, I'm going to have to get me a tax preparer this time, maybe. But I'm going to ask some questions, because normally I use TurboTax. Maybe they can help me. Because I don't want, I've been paying, and people are saying, hey, man, you shouldn't have paid. But they have to understand that I'm just living here. The money that I earn, that I'm getting, is from the state. So, yeah, I got to file that. But this is going to be different. So if the Philippines is going to tax me, that could probably turn out to be something good, TJ, to be honest with you. Because, we're so used to paying taxes, we don't care in America. It's no big deal to us. As long as you don't get stupid, like over in England, they got some high taxes over there. Wells Family Journey says, house is looking good, Calvin. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are doing an excellent job. I'm going to take them some pizza today. I haven't been there all week. I'll get them a big Hawaiian pizza and a couple of Cokes. Take it over there. T1976 says, hey, I'm from Houston, Texas. Okay, Eric Terry said, Calvin, give me a call about the taxes. I will, brother. Thank you. Brian Nichols said Brown's going to be good this year. I'm going to tell you that. Who did they add? That number 27. That was with Kansas City last year. Or is it number 17? I can't think of his name. The guy that got in trouble, he was suspended from the NFL because I think he had slapped a lady or something. But anyway, he's good. I mean, when he was with Kansas City, it was unfair what they had over there, really. They had to get him. Yeah, I am crying a river, man, about being a Browns fan. To be honest with you, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. To be honest with you, brother, because Oh, wow. Wells Family Journey said, Calvin, haters are coming to my channel and leaving nasty comments now. I had to delete and block them. Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do, man. It's just so pitiful. I mean, really, man. Yeah, J.H. said, laugh out loud, Calvin, you really cried a river being a Browns fan. Yeah, but it's true, J.H., man. I just feel so now I just follow Baltimore Ravens, really, because they're the Cleveland Browns. I don't care what nobody says. They just called them. Okay, George, thank you. He said, Philippines recognizes if you pay taxes to another country, you don't have to pay twice. I hope not. Smoky Mountain Marla said, I saw Jim Brown play in Cleveland as a kid, Calvin. I have Lou the Toe Grocer's autograph. Now, that was a little bit before my time. I started watching the Cleveland Browns when Leroy Kelly was turned NFL up. Leroy Kelly, then, of course, Greg Pruitt, Brian Sipe, Mike Phillips. Man, I'm telling you, man, you know, Forrest Gregg was the coach. Steve Yee said Tebow just got cut by Jacksonville as a tight end. LOL. Apparently, he has some connection with Philippine baseball. Well, he comes over here. He does a lot of church, Tim Tebow, but not too much, guys. TJ Johnson said, laugh my ass off, Calvin. I ain't never pronounced that shit right. No pun intended. I thought it was bidet, TJ. That's what I thought. King Hardy says, if the Philippines wants to make good money, all they need to do is allow foreigners to purchase land there. Well, I think with their history of being colonized, I don't think they want that, King Hardy. It has a lot to do with that. You know, I can't hardly blame them. There's ways you can own land here, though. As a corporation, you know, like Travel Mike said, he said they won't do that at King Hardy. Foreigners will buy up all the land. Yeah. Hey, Tim Gun Lover. Yeah, I come to Denver because I got a buddy, Bobby G, there. Wow. See, 1976 says I was in the Philippines in 1989 while in the Marines. I would love to come back and see the changes. Well, believe it or not, hell no, a whole lot changed. Them same jeepneys that you saw that's clogging up the streets in 1989, they're still clogging up the streets today. The same petty cabs. It's not a whole lot changed over here. But to be honest with you, in a way it has, because there's more cars on the road. There's more motorcycles. The Philippine economy was booming pre-pandemic. But, you know, a lot is still the same. Lulang Matangpang. I hope I said that. Matapang. Good morning. Okay, Mr. Vega says, H, is it H? Pylori is the primary cause of ulcers. Yeah, them American women over there, them nagging housewives over there. Brian Nichols says uncooked meat and fish is a no-no. Yeah, see, over in America now it's a big, well, you know, for some time, but it's like a fad now. You know, the what they call it, the sushi is so big. I've never tried it. I don't want it. I tried the raw fish over here one time where they put it in vinegar and let the vinegar cook the fish. They eat it while they're drinking. I just tried it. Moonlight says, warn about the water. I got an amoeba there. Yeah, my daughter did too, Moonlight. But everybody knows not to drink the tap water. I hope you know that. Hey, Nifty. My next door neighbor. Oh, yeah, that's okay. All right, take care. That's my next door neighbor, my tennis buddy now. But yeah, you know not to drink the tap water, okay? But the water that we buy, they'll be here today to pick up the water, and from the water filter station, and the water in the store is fine. I've never had a problem. I've been over here on and off for 12 years. TJ Johnson said, I can't eat it, none of them Caranderas. That shit is dangerous. I don't eat a lot of them. I don't eat any of them anymore either. But sometimes, I'll eat the barbecue though. Yeah, King Hardy, I think you're missing the point though. You can't price it out of the average tourist price range over here. There's always going to be somebody that can buy it. Remember, the Chinese are the biggest. Well, South Korea is the number one tourist over to the Philippines, followed by China, then the U.S. But Chinese have the most expats in the Philippines, something like 400,000. You're not going to price them out. It'll be trouble, man. They've already priced it out of the range of the average Filipino, too. Tom Kelsey says, I prefer 36, 24, 36, but big can be beautiful. Now, that 24, Tom, is what makes that unrealistic. That 24 waist. Unless you come over here and she's going to be a 32, 24, 32. You may see a 24 waist here, but for it to be 36, 24, 36. My ex was 36, 26, 36 when I met her. And she didn't weigh but 100 pounds, but she's a BBF now. Retired 2019 says, hey, Calvin, big women are an epidemic in the USA. Got to try to change things for health reasons. Yeah, but some guys, they like, those, the extra helpings of everything. Boobs, belly, and butt. They like them extra helpings. Retired 2019. Buffalo Dan said, you hope it's chicken or beef. Yeah, and that's why I can't eat Jolly Beef chicken. They got some funny looking pieces of chicken. I don't know what that is. It's almost like in America, in Louisville, they got this place called Indy's Chicken, which is delicious, but they got this piece of chicken called the keel. I'm like, why the hell is a keel on a chicken? Can somebody help me tonight? Travel Mike says, we have a troll here at Ingram Davis at Cal. Who is it? The Cosmic Snail, that's a great question. He says, are you worried about people going into hard poverty with all the businesses closing down due to COVID? To be honest with you, I think they're already there. It's a lot of people already there. But, the thing that's going to save the Philippines and Filipinos is they work so well together, man. You'll have 5 or 6 people in one house, maybe more. They'll pool their resources. And then they've got this sense of community over here that I haven't seen in America since I was a child. But yeah, it's tough over here already. There's absolute poverty over here already, even before the pandemic. I mean, where people are going, at least 24 hours without a meal. But yeah, it's scary because, see, Filipinos, they cry in silence. They're never going to show you that they're suffering. And the only way, because I brought this up, Cosmic Snail, on one of my live streams, that you can tell that there's really COVID and pandemic going on is because of these small businesses closing down. The gym around the corner closed down. One of the Angels hamburger places on the market closed down. They had a little 28 peso store. It's like the 99-cent store in America. It closed down, but I saw it reopen. But it doesn't sell the same things anymore. But yeah. Calvin Mike said he said boots on the neck. Oh, okay. Nicholas Cherry says, yeah, if it ever opens up. But remember, guys, you have to understand something. The NCR, Metro Manila, in that little NCR area, you know, those three major cities in that area, I think it's Cavite, Quezon City, they're talking about reaching herd immunity in September, man. That could be something. That could mean something. It could be that you can come to Manila, you know. Nicholas Cherry says the engineer is necessary. Over here, I say he is, Nicholas Cherry. I just didn't want to be cheap. I said, okay, I'm going to get an engineer because I didn't want, you know, because I'm going to tell you, it rained so hard yesterday. And when I went over there, I was able to look in the house, but it was just dark for a video. And there was not one drop of rain in there. He made sure that those people that did that roof did it right. And there was no flooding or anything, because if it would have been flooding, it would have showed yesterday. Love Beat Muse says, bro, I'm in D.C. where all of the rules and laws come from, and all passport services are channeled through the D.C. State Department. Apply today. You ain't getting it until possibly February 2022. Best to go ahead and do it now. Hey, Tyrone St. Cyr. I got you this time. I told you I was going to get you, man. St. Cyr. Good morning, Maximus. What's going on? Yeah, Nicholas Cherry said $4 tennis lessons in the Philippines, best price in the world. And you can get a lot of prices like that over here. See, that's why I say inflation is going to hit a lot of things, but some things it's not going to hit like that. And this guy, Junior, he's the real deal. He's got a daughter that played on the national stage. He used to gamble down in Manila. He's the same age as me. Hey, Assad Michael, thank you so much. He said, thanks for the useful videos. Wonders of Life said, items there are becoming scarce. People have to pay more for what they are accustomed to buying. It's happening here. Food prices are going up. I pay more for my regular items. You took the words out of my mouth. I was in a store yesterday, and I said the reason I know for a fact that prices are going up because I basically buy the same thing, Wonders of Life, when I go to the grocery store. So I noticed the prices. And yeah, everything's going up. But see, the typical Filipino, he doesn't shop in the grocery store anyhow. He shops at the market, and really like the sorry stores, you know, they buy just enough, you know, to get by, you know, and they're not going to buy the Jiffy peanut butter in the store that's 154 pesos. He's going to buy that homemade Filipino peanut butter for 25 pesos, see. Cal Deadman says, hey guys, look, try to refrain from using profanity. We have lauded on here that I respect, and we don't have to use it to get your point across. Please. Yeah, that's a great point, Cal. Yeah. Kim Gunlover, it's too late for me. I took the Sinovac, but this is the Coronavac, the one that they said is really good. But yeah, you may be right. He said, do your best not to get the China jab. Some countries aren't accepting it. I'm thinking this, you know, and I'm going to send an email out to the Bureau of Immigration. Okay. Now, of course, my visa's coming up for expiration. I think that anybody that's been over for 3 years should still be able to leave and come back for one day, because it's like I've been here for 3 years. I mean, but the minute I leave, Now all of a sudden, I'm just a regular tourist. You should cut me some slack because I've been here for 3 years. It's not like I haven't been here for 3 years. I'm not the typical tourist. I think that they should make some changes to that. If you're here for 3 years right now and you leave for 1 day, you should be able to come back. Hey, Travel Mike, thanks for the super chat. He said, if you guys can wait until I get the PI before you look for a woman, not all are bad, but some will have 2 or 3 kids and lie. You never know until you get over here. Well, see, that's one of the things I did on my video. They'll say that they don't have children, but it really doesn't matter. You got to come over here before you really know what you got and who you're talking to. Hey, buddy, on the other end of this camera, people get all excited. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know, wait till you get here, you know, because she's going to look different. She's going to be different. There's going to be some things about her and her situation that you're not going to like. And then if you're going to go online, do it here. Do it here, guys. You know, that's even better. Just come on over here. And if you say, oh, I can't find anybody, then get online here. You know, and then you'll be the first served. TJ Johnson said, Hawaiian pizza. I thought you liked your workers. I do. They love it over here. And the pizza that I'm going to buy from over here, what's the name of the pizza place, honey? Pizzeria? Pizza what? Pizzaro. Oh, Pizza Roll. They're good. But yeah. Yeah, I love LeChon. Hawaiian pizza. Yeah, I love Hawaiian pizza. I didn't until I went out to California. Man, California was the first and only time, because I won't try it anywhere else. I had chicken pizza, man. I had chicken on my pizza. Joe Porter says, hey, Anwar Kente, thanks for joining us. She said, you guys have lost it. You got a vaccine, 2 shots, so you wouldn't get sick. Then we find out you can get sick and you can pass it on to others. Then they tell you take another shot to fix it. Yeah. Well, it's no different from the flu shot. You got to take that every year. I don't have a problem with it. I'm not going to argue. Todd Johnson said, after 3 years, how long do you have to stay out of the country? Normally, Todd, it's just 1 day. And you can come back. I don't see why they should change that. You know, why would they change that? But remember, because it doesn't make sense. But it doesn't have to make sense over here. It's not going to make sense, and it never will, because it's the Philippines. But tell me why that makes sense. Because it's a pandemic. You telling me I've been here for 3 years, I can't leave for 1 day and come back. That's foolishness. And I don't understand it. I do not understand it. I don't. I've been in your country for 3 years. All right. It's not like I'm coming from Hong Kong. I'm coming from the United States. I'm living here in the Philippines. What can change in 1 day? When I come back, put me on quarantine. Test me, put me on quarantine, whatever. But talk to me about this, guy. Does that make any sense? You know, when they say when you leave, you can't come back. Why that? I'm different than somebody trying to get in here that's never been here before or hasn't been here for 2 years. I've been here for, it's going to be 3 consecutive years. Why not let me go out and come back like I normally do? I don't get it. Hey, Des is Hangout Haven. Thanks for joining us. Good morning. I've been seeing some of your live streams. You said 30 ways to know if your Filipino loves you. Boy, that's a lot. Tim Gunlover says, hey, John Wells, I'm on my 3rd Bud Light, brother. JV says, try some asada pizza, Mexican food and pizza come together. Wow. But yeah, I was out in California, man. It was the best. We was in LA and we ordered a pizza. I was reluctant. They said, man, let's try it with chicken. I said, chicken? It was the best pizza I've ever tasted. It was the only time I ever had it. Wong hung low, says, hey, Calvin, Pacquiao's a huge favorite. Yeah. Look who he's fighting. The guy's 26-4. Trust me, Pacquiao's smart, man. He knows who to fight. But who knows in boxing? Yeah, spin it in a minute. It's not supposed to make sense as Philippines. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, Todd Johnson. Yes, Calvin, you established there. That's exactly the point I'm trying to make, Todd. It's not like they're telling me that now if I leave, I can't get back in. That's the craziest thing. I got to thinking about that this morning. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Why would they change that rule? Rooster at Moist Boys says barbecue chicken pizza is the best. Man, we had chicken. It was delicious. Dez is hanging out Haven, says, Calvin, not 30 ways to know if a Filipino loves you. That was how to know if she is real. Oh, okay, I know of something like that, but I'm not knocking you. I like it. You know, you getting creative, and that's what we want. That's the type of information we need, Dez, coming from you. Mr. Freeze says, I got one online really mad at me. It was so funny. When they get mad, they get mean. Yeah. Well, just, that's a way. That's one of the 30 reasons, Mr. Freeze. One is of life says, under this pandemic, makes no sense for people to leave the country. Yeah. But I'm telling you, I don't understand it. And why wouldn't you want my money? Why wouldn't you want my money? My, visa fee money. See? Yeah, Wong Hung Lo, Rike can get back in. He's probably got a visa. If you got a valid visa, you can get back in. AC King. Now, see, it's a point I make all the time. He said, some of the guys act like the Philippines is going to run out of women. They desperately chase women online like it's a fire sale. Be patient. Wait till you get there. I bet there will be plenty left. See, that's the point I always try to make. And that's why the price. Now, we've inflated the price over here. See, because I'm thinking about, if I can get my thoughts together on this, I'm thinking about doing a video on the hidden cost of dating Filipinos. Man, there's some hidden costs that you don't realize, guys. Number one, you got to buy that phone. You don't even know it, but you're going to buy that phone when you get here. That's one of them. But, hey, JH, thanks for the super chat. Said, Calvin, they don't have a dependent care visa. No. But the point is, Jay, listen, I've been here for 3 straight years. You tell me I can't leave for one day and come back. It's like I never left. Des Hang Out Haven says, Calvin, sorry to ask, have you been charged of skin tax? Absolutely. But that's why I shop in the grocery store. And anytime we go to the market, my girl goes to the market because I know it's coming. But whenever I go to it, I'm getting ready to catch the bus and I go to the bus terminal, those little places jack up the price on me. Absolutely. Snake Bit says at Sunshine Shoulder, he said the gentleman, well, he wasn't from the province. He's like one of the rich and powerful. He said he offered to go to bat for you, get his help. You have Filipino children that you support. You are not the average guy there. Exploit your resources. I'm going to look more into it, but I'm just so afraid because if he ever called that favor in, man, I'd be in big trouble. Hey, Travel Mike, thanks for the super chat. He said, hey, John, my first beer I got was a fighter. I had no idea it was 18% alcohol. Wow. After 6, I was told to slow down. I wondered why were they drinking it with Coke? A beer? Hey, Tyrone St. Cyr, thank you, brother, for the super sticker. Yeah, Snake Bit. I'm going to look into everything I possibly can because I really don't want to leave, man. To be honest with you, I'm you know, I said I had pulled every string. I wasn't gonna pull anything out of my sleeve, but I am. Yeah, Sam Llewellyn has said, help Calvin with some love, guys. Thumbs up. Yeah. But yeah, Snake Bit, you know, the more I think about it, man, I was when I was walking doing that video about prostitution is illegal here, man, I said, man, I'm gonna miss this place. It just seems like that it seems like I've gone back in time, man. I'm not ready to, to go back. John Wells said, there's a hangout haven. I've ran into the skin tax a couple of times. I just walk away. Yeah, and that's what I do too, John. Cat Pappy says, Calvin, I think they just don't have enough quarantine hotels. They can't even take care of our buildings. Yeah, that's a great point, Cat Pappy. And you're right about that. Because you know why? A lot of these hotels, they don't want to wait on the government to pay them. So they don't want to reserve all their rooms for quarantine because they've got to earn money. The government is a backlog on paying these hotels, so they only reserve a certain amount for quarantines now. See, that's another reason too. Cal Devin said, Cal, we forgot to tell you Vegas jacked the price on everything. $7.99 at the ATM machines. Wow. Well, hell, when I left the States, it was $4.99 at the casino. Jim Ken Arliss like to get pegged, says that Cal Devin, that's insane. It is. The Cosmic Cell said, I feel bad for your situation having to leave. Keep your head up and you'll be back soon. Yeah. Then I'm looking at my little daughter last night, man. That's what's really, I've got two sons over here. One son that I raised. I'm going to have to try something, man. Spin It in a Minute said, my sister-in-law is working in Dubai. She received the Sinovac vaccine and later received 2 doses of the Pfizer vaccine and has not experienced any side effects. Wow. So she got the Sinovac, then 2 doses of the Pfizer. Yeah, Brian Nichols, he said, you're in 1970s America, except they have social media. Right. Wong Lung Lo said, Biden will be in a nursing home in 2 years. Well, they can fool us like they did with Reagan. Reagan had Alzheimer's his last couple of years in office. Go and look that up. Yeah, Des Hangar Haven. I did a whole video on that, but I don't call it the skin tax. I said how to avoid paying the Philippine tax because, yeah, it's real. And that gets you one time. Like I said, they never think to say, hey, I might see this guy again. How long is he going to be here? Maybe I can get his business over and over. No, they're going to get you one time. Okay, Cal Dillman said, weed smoking everywhere. There's a shelter that comes to the hotels to pick you up, to take you to the huge weed store. Planet 13. Scratch my head. I drove over. What's up, Pokey Bear? William Hung said, Trump is whacked. Yeah, Trump's come out of the hiding. Okay, Sam W. said, I'm vaxxed with Johnson & Johnson and Moderna. I think eventually, until they really get a hold on this, because they really still experimenting and stuff, it's going to be booster shots and stuff like that. What's up, Daryl Fullmore? I was just getting ready to mention you. He said, what's up, Brother Cal? He sent me a passionate message on my Facebook, my Sunshine Show's Facebook. He said, man, don't leave there. He says, it's not the right time to leave. He said, do whatever you can to stay there. He said, your daughter needs you. And it was really man, I was like, man, don't send me messages like that. But he was telling the truth. I'm going to have to do something, guys. David FP said Reagan with Alzheimer's would be better than Biden fully healthy. My mother said it don't matter who the president is, and this is her words, not mine. May she rest in peace. You better have your shit together. I don't care who the president is. You better put your pants on and your big boy pants on and get out there and do what you need to do. Hey, Kevin, what's it? King. He said, hello, my Louisville brother. What's the Cardinals looking like in basketball this year? Jim, I don't know how to pronounce that. He says, like to get pegged, said Biden is weak and no balls. Yeah, they all are, really. Travel might say, yeah, Trump has been taken off Twitter. But see, Trump, he says, but the Taliban that stones and beheads women is okay on Twitter. Good job. But see, Trump can start a revolution. He can start a civil war. We don't give a damn really what the American citizens, I'm saying, don't really give a damn what the Taliban is doing over there. The Taliban is not the worst people, guys. Y'all listening to the media again. You better go over there to Saudi Arabia and see how they treat women, but they're supposed to be friends. Okay, Daryl Fulmore said his wife has a BBW friend in Singapore. She's looking. You mean a BBF, Mike? I mean, Daryl. Kevin King says okay. Well, see, I don't even watch Louisville basketball anymore. I've lost touch, and then I really didn't like that hire from the guy from Xavier, man. He wasn't right for Louisville. Louisville played it safe. They could have got a better coach than him. I would have rather had the guy that's out in UCLA right now, who was, by the way, was bringing in all the top players when Rick Pitino was there in his early years. What's his name? The coach at UCLA right now. I'd rather had him. Yeah, Pokey Bird, the baseball's all that. Yeah, Brian Nichols said, yeah, your mom's right. She was. Yeah, John. That's right. He said, please, guys, no politics here. We come to talk about the Philippines. That's right. Because we'll get started on that. Wong Hung Lo said, yeah, they friends because they got oil. But, you know, a lot of them hijackers, 9/11 was Saudi. They haven't really talked about that deep yet. Cal Devin says, I've survived every president. I will add Biden to the list. Yeah. See, that's where I'm coming from. Mr. Vega said, I played poker with Denny Crum many times. Very nice guy and a good player. Yeah, he's one of my favorite coaches. But, you know, Denny was a player in his day. Daryl Fulmore said they all just figureheads. Yeah, Senate runs the show. And don't forget, Daryl, the Supreme Court, which, by the way, none of my viewers, without Googling it, can name 4 Chief Justices in America off the top of your head. If you can do that, you're a genius. And you're also weird, because nobody even keeps up with the Supreme Court, which is one of the powerful people. Thanks, Levon, for that super chat. He says, if you don't stay in the Philippines, I have a belt and I will use it. I'll tell you, I use it on myself. Nice for joining us, Levon. England Davis said, Levon White, the great Vaughn, is in the house. Yeah. He's getting ready to be a celebrity pretty soon when his son goes to the NFL next year. Brian Nichols said BBF. Yeah. Daryl Fulmore said his wife has a BBF friend in Singapore. She's looking. To be honest with you, if you like that. Lunchtime says Americans who don't know anything about foreign policy are all of a sudden experts on the Taliban. Yeah, your point on Saudi Arabia is 100% correct, Calvin. Yeah, I posted You see what the Taliban did when they took over. They, you know, because a lot of them are hypocrites, guys. Let's put it that way. They went and started driving the bumper cars and everything like that. Yeah, BBW because big, beautiful woman. Yeah, I know that. But we call them big, beautiful Filipinos. Let's see. Dez's Hangout Haven says about the topic, you don't have to act like a regular Filipino. You might feel uncomfy. Be yourself, but I suggest learn the culture of fellowship. Don't snob. Don't ignore people. Learn to smile. That's a great topic, and that's what I'm talking about, Dez, you know. But what I mean by that is just what you're saying. Don't be a snob over here, guys. You know, respect the culture, respect the way they do things over here. It's not going to be the way you do it at home, but that don't mean that they're inferior or anything like that. What's up, Sam Llewellyn? He said, I can do that, Cal. T&D Production said, I've not lived in USA since Obama was inaugurated. I'm going to tell you something, man. You know, like Cal Devin said, I was in high school when Reagan was elected, and he took away, I used to work the CETA program, that summer job every year. And when they took that away, man, if I survived that, you know, he did a lot. He took away a lot. Oh, yeah, T.J. Johnson said only could do 3, Kavanaugh, Thomas, Alito. Yeah, you have to be pretty good to be able to do 4, to be honest with you. And or else you're a weirdo or a genius. I haven't figured it out yet, but we pay no attention to the Supreme Court, which is one of the most, if you look on the dollar bill and you see the eagle and the 9 feathers in the tail, which of course guides the eagle, that represents the Supreme Court from what I was told. They're powerful, but we don't care nothing about them. A lot of people here, we can't even, we don't even know who our congressmen are, our representatives are. Oh, yeah. AC King, it's too late, man. You had enough time to Google it. Hey, Hollywood baby, my favorite fireman in Atlanta. He said, hey, good live stream, bro. Can't wait for you and John on Friday. Yeah, we'll be here. Ugma. Yeah, William Hung said he is a weirdo. Frank Ellis said I named 4. Yeah, you Googled it. Name 5 then, Frank. Well, name them all, as a matter of fact. Yeah, Dennis Hanger Haven said, I was observing Calvin. Good job, Kuya. He said he smiles or greets when people greet him. He says, she says, many Western people are too serious, I observe. Yeah, one of my tennis players just yesterday, he was getting ready to get in an argument over, of all things now, a parking spot. See, you can't do that over here, guys. I promise you. Don't do that. You know, and he was this close to making a big deal out of it. And I was shaking in my boots like, you know, maybe he been over here a while, longer than me or something. But I said, oh, my God, don't do that, brother. Okay, Daryl. Now, he's almost giving a guarantee. He said, if anyone dates her, she's 100% loyal. I witnessed how she is with a man in her life, but the guy was a total loser, and she tried until she couldn't deal with him anymore. She finally got her permit, a driving permit. Now, you know how long that took? Now, I could go right now, if I didn't have my driver's permit in Louisville, Kentucky, right now I could go take the test and get it done right there. And get it before I leave. 30 days. And guess how much she paid for it? Almost 3,000 pesos. Oh, it was. It was 3,250 pesos I paid for her driver's permit. And it took 30 days to get it. See what I'm saying? Hey, John Gomez, what's going on, brother? Thanks for joining us. I appreciate you, man. Okay. AC King said I was alive for all of the ones I named. I'm just messing with you, AC. You're one of the smarter guys on this channel, including myself. Travel Mike, thanks for the super chat. He said that was wrong, Cal. Thousands of Africans helped us for 20 years, and we deserted them to be beheaded by the Taliban for their help. We should be ashamed. Goodbye and good luck. I'm gone, guys. Scratch my head. Yeah, see, that's why we don't want to talk politics on here, guys. It's always, make enemies out of friends. Hey, Brian Royal, what's going on, brother? Mr. Vega said, I don't care about Congress or the U.S. government anymore. As soon as the field's open, I'll be leaving the U.S. permanently. Plan was in place pre-pandemic. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I was right where you are, Mr. Vegas. See, when I came over here, I wasn't thinking about an SRRV. I wasn't thinking about any of that 13A, 9A, none of that. I was going to be able to stay here the rest of my life. Just like one of the guys who eventually died, his name was Mike, one of the original Philippine bloggers over here, expat bloggers. He eventually died of a heart attack, I think last year, 2019. He was a good guy. That's all he did. And I'm sure he had the money because he was building a big, beautiful house in Bacolod, I'm thinking. Leroy H said, I don't think you have to leave the Philippines because it's a pandemic and you got kids. I'm going to try everything. Kona Ranger said, my wife is going to Lady September 1st to visit her sick mother, staying on the Big Island. What part of Lady does she live, Kona Ranger? Levon White and Rudy Henderson, only the citizens lose in war. The people at the top and the government in those countries do business as usual. Absolutely. Even business with the country they were at war with. Well, you see Mike's getting mad at us. Look at the guy, the president. It wasn't like the people were it wasn't like they were living had such a great lifestyle under the previous government, Travel Mike. They were suffering just as much under this government as they are under the Taliban. And by the way, he escaped with 4 carloads worth of cash. So what are we supposed to, it's like this. Shut the fuck up and mind your own business, United States, would be okay. And then they trying to send people to war. We're the ones dying, the regular people, not these government officials. I saw something in the news yesterday where this senator, he's bragging, beating his chest, and we got 30,000 ready to go to war with China. Yeah, you can say that. You're not going to war, clown. That's what pisses me off. Mr. Vegas said, I remember when Mike died. Yeah, he had a heart attack. And that's the reason why I say to guys, if you're going to be over here, Guam is not far from here. If you want to use your Medicare, your private insurance, I would go there, especially if my health is not the way it should be. I would do that. That's one of the reasons why when I left, I was going to go to Guam to get my vaccination and get a good checkup. Hey, Iskandari, what's going on, man? He's coming out of he's not really in the rat race. Yeah, he's got it good, but he's coming to the field. His family's here. He just bought another big, beautiful house. Dan's hanging out Haven said, yeah, why not let the politicians go to war too? Just asking. Yeah, no, it's true. He was beating his chest. We got 30,000 ready to go to war with China. Oh, my God. George said, there's a visa you can get if you have a child in the Philippines. Yeah, I know that. But I have to be outside of the country, George, to apply for it. I don't want to leave, period. Oh, okay, Kona Ranger. She's flying into Tacloban from Cebu. Is that where she's from, Tacloban? Man, they've got some hell of a weather there. A lot of foreigners, by the way, died in that Typhoon Yolanda. A lot of foreigners living down there, they died. Because, a lot of people, they made that mistake. It wasn't the typhoon that killed all these people. Remember this. It was that surge from the ocean that killed people. They called it a tsunami. The lady I met in Tacloban said it was a tsunami. They didn't leave when the people told them to. And they were going door to door telling people to leave. But where are you going to go? A lot of them couldn't get out. AC King said, that's right. Old people make wars for young people to die in. Yeah, I'm anti-war, and I don't care what anybody says. Sam Champion said, Cal, you're right. Did 2 tours in Afghanistan as a federal civilian. The Taliban wants a voice in the government, kind of like the Palestinians and the Israelis. Same was in Iraq. Tour duty there also. Yeah. And see, that's really all it is. See, but when you get this mainstream media revved up over in America, man, we're so full of propaganda, we don't really know true from false. If you're an American, they'll tell you who the enemy is. It's whoever they want you to believe the enemy is. How can we talk about these other places when you got what's going on in these, if you just have any sense at all and you're able to think for yourself, you can look around the world and you have to wonder, why aren't we involved in that? Why are we turning a blind eye to this, but we over here? See, Teddy Bear says, hey, Calvin, St. Luke in Manila is a very good place to take care of any medical issues you may have. I've had good results with my prostate cancer in St. Luke's. Absolutely. What type of insurance do you have, Teddy Bear? T&D Production says I may have some kids there. I should check it out. Yeah, I did a video on that, man. Check out what your rights are, because see, here's the thing, and I always plan for the worst. And see, I haven't made a video on this because it's kind of touchy, man. But if it goes wrong, if the relationship goes wrong, which there's a chance that it will, you're gonna have some problems seeing your children. See, my son in Cebu, it's just good has come out of bad. His mother didn't teach him English for a reason, trying to split us up. Won't let me have him outside of the eyesight of the family. Told them I was going to kidnap him and take him to America, that sort of thing. See, it's what you're looking at now. My ex is doing the same thing with my son in Cebu. In Zamboanga. It's not a coincidence, guys. This is how it's going to go over here. Yeah, this is how it's going to go over here. So yeah, T&D Productions, you need to think this all the way out. Columbus Hill said, me too, I'm anti-war. I am, and I was in the service, but I didn't go in the service to fight. That's one of the reasons I went in the Navy. I didn't go in to fight, man. Okay, if the enemy's on our shore, then yeah, I'm all for it. Come on, sign me up right now. But no, I'm not worried about the Taliban. You think the Taliban is worried about me? The hell with that. Yeah, Roy Jones says every decade the U.S. got a different country as a new enemy. Keeps us preoccupied. I'm 58. My whole entire life, we've been at war of some kind. And then the guy earlier was talking about, well, the Filipino people won't stand up for nothing. Neither will we. We keep electing these same fools in there, and they keep saying, war is not the answer all the time. Rudy Henderson says, what are the new visa rules preventing Calvin from returning to the Philippines? Anyone know? Yeah, once you leave, you can't get back in. Unless you got a valid, me being a foreigner, Rudy, I can't get in unless I have a valid existing visa. Like a 13A, SRV, 9A, student visa, work visa. I'm a business owner, I'm an investor. But a tourist visa, which is what my return would be, is not allowed. Now, even though I'm here on a ballot buying visa. John Gomez says that's true. If you're talking about, the Taliban don't give a damn about you, and neither does the American people give a damn about the Taliban and what they're doing over in Afghanistan. But they will make you think that you care. Kevin King said the government has never found a problem they cannot make worse. Wow. Tyrone St. Cyr. Here's Pac-Man. He's ready for gas. This guy's from Cuba, so he ain't got nothing to lose, but at the same time, he probably's in it for the money. This fighter that he's got. Anybody that fights Pacquiao that's lost, chances are 0 to none that they're going to win. Nobody like that's going to beat Pac-Man. And I eat my words if he loses, but Pac-Man's smart. He knows who to fight. If this guy was a legitimate threat, he would not get in that ring. Look at his last fight. And I'm not talking about that old guy that he beat the last fight he had. He was afraid of Pac-Man, and he gave Pac-Man too much respect. Too much respect. Daryl Fulmore says, at what age can a child decide who they want to be with in the Philippines? That's a great question. I'm going to have to look that up. But as long as they're under the thumb of their mother, it ain't going to matter. Daryl, you asking for problems over here. I'm going to have to do a video on it because it's got me pissed off. And like I said, I'm looking out for the best interests of men over here. When you come over here and you have children with a Filipino, because more than likely it's not going to work out. Some of you guys have been fortunate. I got a friend, Fred, who lives over in Guam. And one of the reasons is he never went back to the States. He was able to stay with his wife, and they raised their 2 sons. Diving Dog Monster says, Calvin, your Philippines paperwork showing you are the father of your kids can get you back in the Philippines. You must contact the Philippine Embassy in D.C. Email them ASAP. Yeah, I'm going to do that. But remember, I have to leave and then come back. And then what I have to do is I have to get that original paperwork. And that's going to be the problem right now. Hey, Levon White, thanks for the super chat. He said, watch Requiem for the American Dream on YouTube or Netflix. It explains everything wrong with the U.S. and how we are manipulated. Noam Chomsky. Yeah, I like Noam Chomsky. He don't play. Yeah, Kona Ranger. Manny Pacquiao will be a champion again. Yeah, that's guy. I don't even, boxing is almost like the WWF now. When you got, people always laud Floyd Mayweather for his business sense and everything like that. And I do too. But, man, come on, man. You fighting YouTubers, man. Come over and fight me for some of that money. I will fight you for that money, man. Yeah, John Gomez. Earl Spence is hurt. He had a torn retina. That's why he had to get out. And then this guy, Ugas from Cuba, steps in. Big payday for him. He's from Cuba. He ain't got nothing to lose. They gave him the championship. He doesn't have a chance in hell of beating Pacquiao. And Pacquiao's damn near 50. Yeah, he says, I think having a child here is a ticket back. Yeah, but, you have to leave. I don't want to leave, Rudy. That's the problem. But I'm going to have to do what I got to do. Yeah, Clayton Murray said, yeah, collapse like a deck of cards. No gains are only temporary. And then all you got to do is look at the Iraq situation, guys. We never should have went over there. Imagine if you're the parent of one of those soldiers that was murdered over there, that was killed over there, and then the government tries to come back and give you some type of rhetoric about how he was a hero, and all that stuff. I'm 58 now, man. That stuff don't make sense to me. Really. Todd Johnson said, it's not like Cronkite, Jennings, Brokaw, Dan Rather anymore. The news anchors try to sway your mind on what they think. Yeah, it's all opinionated. Yeah, I don't want to hear that rhetoric. If my son is brought back in a flag draped casket, weapons of mass destruction, when you knew good and damn well, see, that type of stuff makes me mad, man. I'm anti-war. I don't care. A.C. King said the movies and media in America are brainwashers, make us to believe that Africa was just mud hut and cannibals. Do a street view of Nairobi or Lagos. They are modern cities that rival the world. Absolutely. And see, that's what I was saying earlier. It's so much propaganda coming out of that mainstream media machine over there. You don't know, unless you're somebody who reads for yourself and thinks for yourself, you're stupid over there. We lead the world right now in ignorance. Brian Nichols said, Calvin versus Floyd Mayweather. Let's get ready to rumble. Give me $1 million. I'll fight Floyd Mayweather. But I know that man got more than $1 million. But since I'm just a little YouTuber, give me $1 million. I'll let him hit me one good time in the stomach, in the face. I'll fall like a bag of rocks. I won't wake up hell for 2 or 3 days. Lonnie Franklin says, hey, Cal, do they have child support if Expect goes back to the United States? No. And, it's just a shame because you got women over there that go to the U.S. Embassy. The embassy said, I can't help you. Now, I think it's different if you do the CRBA now. And if your child's a U.S. citizen, with a U.S. passport, now she's probably got, a leg to stand on. But a lot of times the men, they don't get that done. And that's their way of protecting themselves. Because like you go back to America, it's like she ain't got a leg to stand on. Daryl Fulmore said, never underestimate the underdog. Just ask Buster Douglas. Yeah, but now let's be honest, Daryl Fulmore. Go back and watch that fight again. Buster Douglas should have been counted out. Okay? Yeah. Buster Douglas was out. He was down for the count. Rudy Henderson said, I'd fight Pacquiao. He said Pacquiao in a New York minute for some of that money. Yeah. Pac-Man can hit hard. You know, like I said, I go down. The minute he just throws a punch at me, I'm going down. Yeah. Yeah, Eugene Thomas. I'm not joking, man. That was funny. Yeah, I go down for that one. AC King says, for $1 million, anybody who wants to can beat my butt. He said, hell, I'd do it for half of that. I would, man. You know, hell. These guys, you know, I don't understand how that guy was even able to fight Mayweather. Like, really? And, you know, but I'm going to take my hat off to the promoters. Whoever sold that fight to us. And see, I think Mayweather is one of the greatest fighters of all time, but he's messing with his legacy now with all this foolishness. Roy Jones said, right now, I just fight so they can let me in the Philippines now. Oh, wow. Hey, Rams and Dodgers fan. Hello, Calvin. Mayweather is probably the greatest defensive boxer of all time. Boring to watch unless you love the art of boxing like me. Yeah, like I just said, I think he's one of the greatest boxers of all time, but he's messing with his legacy now, fighting these clowns and fighting, what's the other guy? Because, you know, it's all about the money, really. He's not being exploited. He's like, the hell with a legacy. Legacy don't pay the bills. And I hear him on that. Because a lot of these, look at what happened to Joe Louis. They had him greeting people in Vegas and all that stuff. You know, it just was sad about what happened to him. And, you know, you should be able to learn that. Even Muhammad Ali, people don't understand Muhammad Ali was broke, man. They sold the rights to his name, his image. You know, he sold out, basically. And that's how he got money toward the end of his life, man, you know. And, you know, I got to take my hat off to you. How many boxers didn't go broke? Frank Ellis says, if they had child support in the Philippines, all the men would be broke, and they're already broke. Yeah. They, you know, they have that, you know, honor system here. They're not going to come after you. They're not going to take your passport if you've been hand on your and you know, her daughter, the father's 15. You know, they don't pay child support. Wang Hong Lo said Tyson was like a faster and more powerful Joe Frazier. Yeah, but he ended up broke. You know, even if he wouldn't have went to prison, Tyson was going to end up broke. He was reckless. Sam Champion says, yeah, Cal, a lot of the Taliban men are educated. They frown on women being educated, holding certain jobs and occupations. I thought it was going to be a real problem once we left. We trained female power. Well, it sounds like the United States, the way they treated black people, Sam Champion. I'm sorry. You know, the people over there don't get any sympathy from me. You know, that's what you're saying right here. It sounds like the way the United States treated black people. So, no, you can't make me hate the Taliban because I don't know nothing about them. You know, I'm trying to take care of my family and my children over in America. You know, you're trying to make me, not you, Sam, but the government's trying to make me care about what's going on in the, oh, yeah, What about the women's rights over there? Well, what about my rights over here, man? I don't get it. Yeah, Tom Johnson, Joe Louis broke. Yeah. Yeah, Paul Smith, most go down the tubes financially. Yeah, because they're getting cheated. Rams Dodgers fan said, yeah, it was sad when Ali was fighting Holmes toward the end. Yeah. And see, the only reason Holmes didn't kill him because he said, hey, that's my idol. And, you know, Holmes used to be Ali's sparring partner. Paul Smith said, yeah, Todd Johnson, but Joe Louis screwed all the hot women his day. Oh, yeah, he had his day. When he was older, yeah, he was broke. You know. Tim Gunlover says, how about them Broncos? Yeah, TJ Johnson, it's true. He says, big ain't no Viet Cong ever called me an N-word engine for Calvin. They challenge Ali in more ways than one. You're funny, man. But no, it's true, man. I don't, don't tell me what the Taliban is doing over there, okay? Roy Jones said Robin Givens was Tyson's toughest foe. Yeah, and a bunch of women, too. Yeah, Holmes still has money. Yeah, Holmes wasn't stupid. But he's stupid as hell, meaning his brain is all, listen to him, go on there. He's got a swollen brain. He got money, but hell, he can't enjoy it. Iskandari says Afghan soldier mostly all ran away, but they want everyone else to fight their war. Even government fled quickly. Yeah, but they're supposed to make us feel guilty, Iskandari, about what see, that's the media and that's propaganda because now they're trying to get the troops to go back over there or they're going to try to get you watch what I'm telling you, some type of international coalition to go back over there and get the Taliban out of power as if those people were really had a great lifestyle when the prior administration or any administration over there was in charge. Clayton Mary said, yeah, you going down like a bag of rocks. Absolutely. Yeah, Will Rose said Riddick Bowe is damaged. When's the last time y'all seen Evander Holyfield? He's damaged. With all them children and hell, the Rick Ross, the boxer, the rapper, bought his damn mansion at a rummage sale. AC King said Pacquiao should avoid Terrence Crawford. Well, he already did. They know that. Excuse me. Crawford is from Omaha, Nebraska, and friends with Warren Buffett, who is also one of his financial advisors. He's already set for life. I hope so. See, and what happens, you guys say, AC King, is when they get out and they start, look at one of my favorite boxers of all time, Sweet Pea Whitaker. They start selling all them bonds and all that stuff like that because they want that money now. And, and if they can just be patient, they can be set for life. But a lot of them guys aren't set for life. John Gomez said, yeah, Terrence Crawford is real dangerous. He is. Pac-Man don't want none of him. Pac-Man is not stupid. He wanted Earl Spence because he knew Earl Spence is damaged. He's not the same Earl Spence after that accident. And you could see now all of a sudden Earl Spence didn't even make it to the fight. Pac-Man knew what he was going to do. He knew what he was doing. As good as Earl Spence was before that fight, I don't think he was the same after. And I think Pac-Man was a vulture. circling prey, to be honest with you. Eugene Thomas said, I heard dogs, Calvin, but no roosters like I always hear in the Philippines. Well, those roosters are gone from over there. I just noticed that too. I used to have a chicken coop across the street. They're gone now. Mr. Vega said Tommy Hearns can barely speak nowadays. Probably. Is anybody from them days doing good? Sugar Ray even slurs when he talks. Hey, 808 Barrett, good to see you, brother. Michael Spinks, and rest in peace to what was his brother, Leon Spinks. I think he died, didn't he? Yeah, Sean Reed, but see, we're not even gonna get into that. Like I already told you. He said, imagine someone telling your daughters that they were not allowed to learn to read. This happened to me. What are you talking about? And they could not show their face in public and that the woman's place was behind a man. You don't think that happened to me? I don't want to hear that about the Taliban, man. You can't make me feel guilty about what's going on over there. Okay? America needs to take care of their own business, okay? That's why I applauded Duterte when they start talking about Duterte's drug war. Go see what Duterte said to the United States government, Sean. I don't want to hear that stuff, man. It's foolishness. Yeah, Tyrone St. Cyr. He said Sweet Pea is dead. He got hit by a car. Yeah. They said he was drunk. But it don't, I never blamed the but I was just talking about, you would think that he was going to be set for life. I really like Sweet Pea Whitaker, to be honest with you. And Sean Reese talking that stuff. We've never had a woman president. Why you talking about that over in America? Why can't we, if we don't believe that a woman's place was behind a man, then why haven't we had a woman's president over there? And that's the reason I don't like to talk politics on my channel, because y'all come up with some foolishness. Thomas H. said, can you get a dual citizenship? I probably could, but man, I ain't trying to do all that. I love the chance said maybe there's a cockfight going on now. But now I see the grass is growing, is overgrown over there now. I'm just now noticing this when he said that. I never I noticed it. All them roosters and chickens over there, they're gone. And the grass is brown over, it's overgrown. But yeah, Thomas H., I'm not trying to do all that. I just like to keep it simple, guys. Will Rose says Leon and Aaron Pryor are two worst scenarios. I met Aaron Pryor. I used to live in Cincinnati. And the time he beat Alexis Aguila, the first or second time, I saw him at the Jazz Festival, and he was still, riding high. And yeah, what happened to him is really a sad case. To be honest with you. To be honest with you, yeah, he was really a bad case. But yeah, I'm glad that them damn roosters is gone over there, to be honest with you, man. Retard 2019 said, Calvin, what equipment do I need to start a YouTube channel? You're funny, Retard 2019. If you got a cell phone, that's all you need. Daryl Fulmer said, agree, we need to take care of our own problems here in the U.S. Roy Jones says, just vote for me, all your problems will be solved. But see, we get the same spiel every 4 years, every 2 years. Yeah, Tyrone St. Cyr, my mom always says, don't discuss religion and politics and sports, and now you can add COVID to that. Clayton Murray said he bought his mansion at a rummage sale. Yeah, he did. He got it for pennies on the dollar. I don't understand what these people think about. These singers, these sports figures, they spend money like they're going to be on top forever. I'm going to tell you something. Quincy Jones said this. He said, nobody's on top forever. You know, and that's good common sense right there. You know, like he was going to be champion forever. Okay, T&D Productions. Thank you, brother. He said, gotta go, Cal. See y'all. Ace XXX777 said, where are the pro fights in the Philippines? Well, you know you can see them in Manila and Cebu. Outside of that, I don't know. But every Friday at the Waterfront Casino and Hotel in Cebu, they have boxing matches, pro matches, and they're good. Okay, Wonders Alive said Lennox Lewis does boxing commentary. Will Rose said Don King is broke. Is he? Wow. Iskandari said America is one donut away from being a third world country. Well, I'll tell you what, man, you know, it's propped up in a lot of ways. You saw that in 2000 with that housing crisis. Retard 2019 said, Calvin, most Americans are broke, including me. Retard 2019, you're right. Whenever you can have four men, four of the richest Americans have more wealth than the bottom 150 million. 150 million. Under no circumstances should that happen in a true democracy. Yeah, babies being put in microwaves over here in America and all that. Yeah, Paul Smith said, he said, may as well spend the money before senility. Yeah, but, you know, you got to have something. Tyson has reinvented himself. He's an actor now. AC King says George Foreman is the exception. He's actually made more money as a businessman, pitchman, and commentator than he made as a two-time world champion, oldest man to hold the title. Yeah. Now, everybody does know that the George Foreman cooker was not his invention, guys. He actually bought the patent on that from a Japanese company. I read about that. Retard 2019 said Don King is not broke. That would be a shock to me if he was. Todd Johnston says, I'm in Youngstown, Ohio, and Boom Boom Mancini is a movie producer. Is he making any good movies? Yeah, I'm almost sure that he's not broke. Oh, Jim K likes to get paid. Okay, Aaron Pryor was an exciting fighter to watch as well as Arguello. Those two fights, you can go look at them again. Man, because Alexis Arguello was like a Pac-Man in his time. And no one gave Aaron Pryor the chance, really, at winning. But hell, he beat him twice. No, Eugene, and you really got me confused. So if you have a child, a kid, and your wife divorced in America, and you got married and had your kid in America, can you come back over there because you have a Filipino wife and son? Yeah, because what you're going to do is going to be called a ballot buy-in visa, meaning if you have a wife, a child, and you can prove your kinship, your marriage certificate, the birth certificate of the child, you can get in on the ballot ban visa. It's for returning Filipinos and their spouses and their children. Okay, their parents too. Yeah, one is the life said George Foreman has about 5 sons that he named each one George Foreman. So not to forget their names. Yeah, he's kind of crazy too. Hey, thanks, Levon White for the super chat. He said, YouTube, Kensington Street, Philadelphia. You would think it's a third world country. Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying, Levon. You're exactly right. But they want me to feel sorry for what the Taliban is doing. And half the shit that they saying that they doing, they're not doing. And half the people they doing it to probably deserve it. You know, Wang Hong Lo says Macho Camacho was murdered. Yeah, I remember that. Oh man, TJ Johnson said you might be thinking of the Holyfield grill, Calvin. The Foreman grill was invented by some dude in Illinois. Yeah, but you know that's what I'm saying. You know, but I'm saying people thought, you know, they was giving George Foreman all this credit for being this great, you know, inventor and businessman when in fact it wasn't his invention. TJ, yeah, see, you're right. I didn't. I just had it messed up. But same, you know, storyline. He didn't own that. Yeah, TJ Johnson, yeah, before cashing him out for 9 figures to use his name indefinitely. Yeah, I would take that. But they still pay him endorsement money. Oh, wow. Maxima says Aaron Pryor was hyped up on cocaine in those fights with Aguero. I believe it. It don't matter. I tell you what. Those some hell of a fights. And anybody that can go back in those days, I was in my 20s. And if you thought that Aaron Pryor was going to win, you're lying. Unless you were kin to Aaron Pryor. Oh, wow. Paul Smith said, did you read about Denise Nichols' dementia state being fought over by son and manager? I didn't. Wow. Retired 2019 said, Calvin, I'm living comfortable on $4,000 per month. No kids, no wife. See, yeah. You know, if we could all go back and do it again, we would. But a lot of my problems was my own making. That's why I wanted to recreate my life. You know, I gave a lot away, man, you know, in America. Excuse me. Retired 2019. And a lot of the, you know, but one thing I did stop doing was I stopped comparing myself to other people. And I just said, you know, my life is my life. Because I'd see people I graduated high school with, they were retiring, you know, from the water company, Ford. I mean, and then going back and starting other careers. And I was like, wow, why did not do that? But it wasn't meant for me to do that. I stopped comparing myself to other people. And I became okay with myself in my own skin. To be honest with you. But yeah, people like you have done very well for yourself. And you bring $4,000 a month over here. There's no looking back. TJ Johnson said, fun fact, in a lot of Asia, the George Foreman grill is the Jackie Chan grill. He said, look it up. That's crazy. Tim Gunlover says, what? George Foreman didn't invent the grill? No, absolutely not. Yeah. Retired 2019 said, Calvin, you were living a good life. I wanted kids, just did not happen. Well, how old are you, retired 2019? Because I'm going to tell you something. If you come over here, I did a video on it. It's called Grandfathers. You come over here, man, you just blow on these women, they'll get pregnant. AC King said, Calvin, there are a lot of these guys, these guys that would love to, those guys that would love to change places with you now. Yeah, see, AC King, you're right. it was only after I quit trying to compare myself to other people and where I think I should be in life, and I just started, living life the way I wanted to live it. Roy Jones said YouTube is your second career. It is. Oh, you're 58? Yeah, retired. If you want children, you can have it. Yeah, it's called grandfathers. Yeah. Dana Millicent said, Dean, once you stop comparing yourself to other people, you have taken the first step to personal freedom. Yeah, and that's what I did, Dana. I promise you I did. Because a lot of my friends, man, are doing very well. They saved their money, they managed it, and their lives a whole lot better than what I was doing. I was like the guy was talking about with the boxers. He says better to spend the money now and before senility comes. See, I was just spending my money. I was just living, buying a big house and all that. I wasn't thinking about the future. And Anwar Kente says, I'm 62 on Saturday, willing to make babies when I get a shot. Yeah, you're gonna see that all the time over here. When I first started coming over in 2009, I used to see it, and I was like, wow, I used to think to myself, I never thought about how it was happening. I just always used to think why it was happening. I'm like, why would he come over here and have a baby at his age? That's what I used to think. Not realizing, man, that Filipinos, man, they're so fertile, man, because, their culture, they don't have a lot of distractions and stuff, their belief system. Man, if you touch them, man, if you just touch them, they're going to get pregnant. John Gomez says Arturo Gotti was apparently found dead of suicide. Wow. When was this? But investigation saw that girlfriend and man killed. Oh, yeah, I remember that. It happened a while ago. On that note, what's your name? Of son just committed suicide. Leroy Burrell. Was it in Houston, Texas? He was 26. Was an NCAA champion in the 100 meters. But I'm just trying to figure out why would you kill yourself? But you never know. Yeah, Roy Jones, you look at them, they get pregnant. I promise you, it was the first night me and my son's mother were together that she got pregnant. It had to be, because after that, she just wanted to do other things. But yeah. Cavs in 2000, people should focus more than the women in the Philippines. What are some examples, Calvin? Oh, yeah. And I said that already, Kevin. You think I'm joking. I wrote something. Let me find it, because you bear witness to what I'm saying. I said this the other day, and I wrote it down. But here it is right here. You probably can't see it. It says, after being here, I've come to realize it's about the country and the low cost of living that attracts me here and keeps me here. There's no woman in that equation. There's so much more to do over here. Like I said, you can come over here and recreate your whole life. You can build a house for $20,000 and it'd be yours, no strings attached, really, basically. Or buy you a condominium, or, just live stress-free. The low cost of living and the beautiful weather is enough for me. And then the people are going to leave you alone. Kev Zen 2000. Yeah, you're right. You can get yourself together, mind, body, and spirit, which is what I've done over here. I eat better. My spirit, I help that by helping other people. I read more. I read at least 2 books a month here. But yeah, it's a lot more. If you, I say that all the time. If you focus on the women over here, you're gonna lose, man. You're gonna lose out on really what the Philippines is all about. Because there's just so many once in a lifetime destinations here, and there's still places you can go in the Philippines where you'll have the whole place to yourself. There's no over tourism. Rams and Dodgers fans says, "Hey Calvin, with football season starting, is it possible to watch the NFL over there in the Philippines, TV or internet?" Yeah, it is, but it's just some crazy hours, Rams and Dodgers fan, that I would have to deal with. Remember, we're 12 hours ahead of the East Coast, sometimes 13. Cavs in 2000 said, "Thanks, Calvin. Keep up the good work." Yeah, it's more than the women over here, but you're not gonna convince guys of that. And I don't blame them, because in the beginning, it's going to be about meeting real women. And these are real women over here. You're going to, because a lot of us, man, we won't admit it because of ego, but we're sexually frustrated when we get here. And when you come over here, the Filipinos, they're going to liberate you from that. But then after that, you're going to be like, okay, because that's the last thing on my man now, because I know that's coming. See, it's something now I can worry about something else. I can look forward to something else. It's not just that, but when you initially come over here, yeah, you're sexually frustrated, man, and they liberate you. My first couple of times coming to the Philippines, my first 2 times here to the Philippines, this is the truth, 100% true. Every fantasy came true for me that I had. Okay. Tyrone St. Cyr says, "I was surprised when Don Cornelius committed suicide." I think a lot was going on in his private life too. I think he had got a divorce. Yeah, he was 75. And Kente says that Roy Jones, "You look at a woman here in America, they call it rape." It's true, man. But it's so crazy, because they say, "Oh, well, we're women, we can wear whatever we want." And of course, they walk around half naked. But if you look at them, or if you say anything to them, they play to a man's nature. Then, you're wrong. Daryl Fulmore said, "I'm 61 and still trying." Well, stop trying. Just keep it in the oven. And it's going to happen. You're going to have a cake in there one of these days. I love LaChan says, "I can see how eating less processed food in the Philippines can get your sperm swimming faster." Yeah. Because when I tell y'all about the Filipino tune-up, y'all think I'm lying, man. When I got over here in 2009, my engine wasn't even working. It had a lot to do with my mental. It had a lot to do with the woman I was with. She just was not turning me on. I probably wasn't turning her on either, but I thought, well, I'm at that age where they say men are going to start having problems. The minute I got over here, they let me know. Hey, Cavs in 2000. Thanks for that super chat. He said, "Can you donate this to the locals?" Absolutely. That would come to about $3, but I will, because YouTube, by the time they do their little magic over here. But yeah, man, I give it all back, to be honest with you. If all you got to do is go on my Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page. It don't lie. Those people are real on there. They're not paid actors and actresses. TJ Johnson says that Wong Hung Lo, not going to lie, the Bourdain suicide still gets me kind of messed up. I think it messed everybody up, but you got to realize he was ex-drug addict, man. Being an ex-drug addict myself, his problem was he kept drinking. And they suggest to you that you quit all of that. And I think eventually, because when you're getting high, the way we get high, you got demons anyway that you're dealing with. It's your thinking anyhow. It's not the drugs, it's not the alcohol, but I think, because he would talk about stuff like that. If you go back and listen to some of his stuff, he said he gets lonely on the road. Sometimes, after the shooting, he's somewhere in a foreign country by himself, nobody to talk to. He goes back to the hotel, But yeah, Wong Hung Lo said he did over a chick. No. Jeffrey Taylor said, can't wait to start voting for Mrs. Sunshine. Yeah, that's going to be a good contest. And we're just trying to have some fun, Jeffrey. And it's my way of also, getting them all in one place instead of having to go around. Cavs in 2000 said, thank you, Calvin. Later, I can help you to help Filipinos locally. I would donate for that as I help people all over the world. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I give it all back. Go on my Sunshine Show's Facebook channel, and that'll dispel any of that old stuff that you see about me on them old stupid channels, man, which I don't have nothing to prove to them. But I'd be as transparent as I possibly can with my supporters. Paul Smith said Anthony tried before, as most suicides do. Wow. See, Roy Jones says marriage is a slow, painful death. Everybody just looked at Anthony Bourdain as if he had the perfect life, which at the time, on the outside looking in, it did. Traveling all over the world. His work was his play, to be honest with you. But he was struggling on the inside, man. And that goes with a lot of us, When I stopped drinking, I learned to be honest with myself. See, that's what I learned. That's what that group taught me. And see, now I can be honest with anybody else. That's why a lot of guys say, man, your honesty, resonates with me. Because, at the end of the day, man, I'm 58 now, man. I don't have anything to hide. But yeah, you don't know what people are hiding on the inside. Frank Ellis said Bourdain was depressed as hell. Yeah, he used to talk about it. I've got a book of his, but I left it in Zamboanga. His very first book, I bought it. It's called, the book that got him famous. He's crazy, man. He was talented as far as being able to relate to people. I mean, I don't know if he was about as real as it comes. Mr. Vega said marriage is an asset redistribution scheme backed by the justice system. And it's just us in there, Mr. Vegas. Sam Champion says, Roy Jones, it doesn't have to be if you get the right one. But very few of us ever get the right one, Sam. We think we do. When you 3, 4, 5 years in, you think, oh, this is the one. But after a while, you figure out, oh, well, it's going down that same road as all the rest of them did. Tyrone St. Cyr says, you're right, Calvin. You never know what kind of demons people are dealing with. You don't, but we try to read people from the outside, Tyrone, and we can't do it. Hey, Michael Dorsonville, thanks, brother. He says, hey, Calvin, what's going on, brother? I just got back picking up my car from maintenance. $1,000, wow, tune-up. What kind of car you got, brother? Well, you got because a friend of mine, he's a police in Louisville, Kentucky. He bought a used, that was nice, but he bought a used Rolls Royce. And hell, it was $1,500 to change his brakes. He never drives it. Yeah. Clayton Mary said all he needed was a Filipino tune-up, but he's married to a Filipino. CS says a lot of suicides are mislabeled as suicides. Well, I didn't realize to a friend of mine, his name is Philip, what's his last name? Philip Bailey. As a matter of fact, his name is Philip Bailey. I don't know if his mother named him after Philip Bailey, but he writes for the Cure Journal in Louisville, Kentucky. Real bright young brother. But he wrote an article about suicide, and it was picked up by USA Today nationally. And I didn't realize, but there's an unspoken agreement between the police and the media about even reporting suicides. They say because they don't get a whole lot of media airplay because it creates a copycat syndrome, and then also out of respect for the families, because America's really religious, and they say that when you commit suicide you're going to hell and all of that. Oh yeah, Todd Johnson, he says so Filipino women can also be hateful, scorn women. Absolutely. Some of the worst. Okay, Will Rose said BMW once a year they make up for it. John Gomez said, I thought I had a royal flush with my wife. Then I found out one card was changed and my wife had the hand. Yeah. And we always get married for the right reasons. We want to do the right thing, but sometimes some of us have, like myself included, have no business getting married. Let me tell you why I got married the first time and why I was able to last for 18 years. Your guess is as good as mine. I came home off of a run one time, like a 2-week run. I got my taxes and went balling. Okay. And she was so mad. And when I came back, she said, you either going to marry me or you going to get out. Now, let me remind you that I had nowhere to go. And that was the reason I married my wife. Okay. My first wife is because I had nowhere to go. It was a shotgun wedding. Bill Smith, thanks for that super chase. I asked you before, see if you changed. Would you live in the grind in U.S. for $90,000 a year or retire at 55 in the Philippines for $20,000 a year, single, no kids? Oh, I got to go with the $20,000 a year in the Philippines, single, no kids. It's going to be the equivalent of $90,000. Now you're talking about, let's just say, $1,700 a month, single, no kids. Yeah. Because see, what you're going to have, the key word is grind. That rat race is real, man. You out there competing with everybody for the crumbs that the rich people done left. It's just a never-ending cycle. Ty Cromwell says, you always tell us that we have high status there being American. Is there a reason specifically why you chose to be with a single mother? Could you not have found that here in the States? Not her in the States. And see, I'm open-minded, Ty Cromwell. I think, and remember, there's no right or wrong answer. Some men, they like what they like. But if you think that this is a 3 in here that I'm with, you got another thing coming, brother. But I'm open-minded. See, and that's double standard, brother. If I come over here, now before I met her, I had 6 children. Am I supposed to come over here and say, oh, well, now here you are beautiful, you're sexy, you're intelligent, you got everything that I want out of a woman, well, but you got 2 kids, I got to throw you back in. That's not me, Ty. See? And to think that I could get a woman of her quality in America at her age, no. I'm sorry. No, I could not have. And that's just the nitty gritty, brother. But Okay, Michael Dorseyville, he says a Range Rover supercharged. Wow, yeah, see, I hear you, brother. See, you balling. No wonder. $1,000 tune-up. Yeah, Tab Cromwell, you are high status over here. You do have your choice. That's why I chose her. Well, I really didn't choose her. They flipped the script over here. She really chose me. I'm thinking I chose her, but really she already had some other profiles she's looking at. She chose me. But yeah, see, I don't understand why some people, and it's like I said, you want what you want. Some guys like big women, some guys like thin women, some guys like women with no children. But for me, I had 6 children. I mean, I wasn't going to pass on her because she had 2 children, man. And, that's just how it is, brother. Yeah, spinning in a minute. He says, hey, Calvin, does your wife in the U.S. have a current passport and green card? Yeah, she got a 10-year green card. She can become, we got her 10-year green card before we left. Right before we left. She would need that. She was able to assist you with Rihanna in the Philippines. See, she's trying to play hardball right now, but I think if I get back to America and she actually sees me face to face, but she feels scorned, and I promise you, man, I didn't scorn her. We had a plan, and she broke the plan. Dana Middleton says, you want to know what you've got your woman, look at her mother or her father. You remember, because she's 50% her mother. AC King says the David Carradine death was accidental asphyxiation during masturbation, was the strangest celebrity death of all. Yeah, they tried to call it a suicide, but there's a lot of strange deaths over in Thailand. Yeah, our good Michigan, he said, yes, look at the mother tells at least half. That's all. You got to look at the father too. Will Rose said, found a very obese woman. She always found food. See, that's another thing I left out on the benefits of dating a big, beautiful Filipino. She's big for a reason. She's resourceful. You're living in a place where a lot of people are starving. You got to ask yourself, where are you getting all this food? She knows how to manage her money. She knows where to get the food. You're not going to starve. See? Yeah, guys, I got about 12 minutes exactly left. I got to get off here. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to buy these guys pizza for lunch. Clayton Mary says, a lot of women at the gym walk around in these tights. They leave nothing to their imagination. Bubble butt or burger butt. It's all on display. Every curve, every mouth. Some of them I want to pound. Yeah. But you better not say nothing, Clayton. TJ Johnson said, only plus of living in the States for me is you don't get it hit over the head with import taxes or luxury taxes. Yeah, as an American citizen. It's just, you see it on this channel and any channel where Americans are. We just so argumentative. We're argumentative. We're so petty in a lot of ways. We're entitled. It's a grind, man, over there. And my lifestyle being what it was, it just got too stressful for me. I said, I want to slow down a little bit. I came over in 2009. I knew the minute I got off the plane, I said, yeah, something inside me told me I'm going to live here one day. Because it got to the point where I was having to work twice as hard to maintain my lifestyle. The same exact lifestyle. Cal Deadman says, I drive a BMW in America and a tuk-tuk in the fields. Yeah, I don't drive it all over here. Jeffrey Chatter said, yeah, resourceful. Yeah, they are resourceful. Hey, Will Rose, thanks for that super sticker. I appreciate you, brother. Mark Schaefer said, Calvin, COVID is getting worse in the U.S. Come here now to take care of your business. Don't wait till December. We might be locked down then. You don't have to comment on this. Just say you got it, man. See, I was just reading that today, talking about they recorded 1,000 deaths in one single day. Thomas A. said, reason they so big is because they resourceful. Yeah, that's one thing that, they're resourceful. You over here, you got to ask yourself, where are you getting all this food? You eating well when people around you are starving. She knows how to get it and where to get it. Oh, yeah. No, TJ Johnson. I'm not directing that at you. He says, Sunshine Show, there's no argument, boss. The grind in the States is stressful as all get out. Even making a very healthy amount of money, you'll be feeling ran ragged and not know why. Yeah, I know. And that's what happened to me, man. I mean, I was like, TJ, this is 100% fact. I thought, because in 2009, 2010, 2011, I earned as much money as I've ever earned in my life. And I thought, is this all it is? I thought when I was getting that kind of money that my life would get better. Man, it got worse, man. It did. Hey, Michael Dawsonville, thanks for that super sticker, brother. Yeah. I said, well, hell, maybe I was wishing for the wrong thing. But yeah, it got worse. Hey, thank you, Michael Dawsonville. I appreciate it, man. And if I'm in Florida, man, I'm going to check you out. Dana Milton said, my tax return will pay for my trip over to the Philippines. That may be a way to help many of your subscribers. Yeah. Your taxes, yeah. Yeah, Tyrone St. Cyr, he says, the way people treat this pandemic, traveling to the Philippines seems like years away. Okay, hold on. Let me get... That's our water. Remember I told you? Huh? The water, too big. Your water's too big over here. Yeah, I love Beat Muse. He says, fall like a bag of rocks from a Mayweather punch. See, somebody else would talk smack like they bout it. You prove again, ain't no shame in your game. I respect you, bro, for real. Yeah, I take that million, man. I fall immediately. He ain't even got to hit me. Yeah, Ty. When I was out in LA in 2015, I was doing some training with Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, and one of the guys who worked out there in California, he actually lived in San Diego. He took me to In-N-Out for the first time, and I was hooked. I love the French fries. Jason Will said, In-N-Out, asked for the fries. Well done, makes it edible. Yeah, the fries is what got me a Jason Will. Okay, thank you. TJ Johnson said, I don't even eat it like that when I'm at home, but every month or two, I like need In-N-Out, irrespective of my location in the world. I was pleasantly surprised, because I had heard so much about it, and he took me to In-N-Out. It was delicious, actually. And for every single day, for the whole time I was there, we ate it In-N-Out. Bill Smith said, it's depressing. I've been waiting a year and a half to visit. I don't think it's going to happen this year. I don't know what to do but keep saving. And that's a great plan, because the more money you have over here, the better. If it's your first time, Bill, especially when you come to the Philippines, anybody, stay as long as you can Bring as much money as you can afford. Thank me later. Yeah, Levon White, I love bean pies too. You know, it's one of them things when I stop thinking too hard about it, I'm like a bean pie. But it's the same thing over here. You be thinking shrimp paste. Oh, no damn shrimp paste. And it's delicious. Hey, Derek Greenway, what's up, brother? Yeah, guys, I got about 4 minutes. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to take this time to thank y'all for your super chats, super stickers, thumbs up. I'm going to give y'all an update for real. The sun is shining today. I'm going to show y'all. Yesterday, I mean, it was raining cats and dogs. There was no update on the house. Ingram Davis said, I just had a bean pie a few days ago. I used to buy them from my barber in Louisville. He's a member of the nation. And he got me to try it. And I liked it. But it was another lady. I don't know if she was a member of the nation or not, but she used to make, let me think, an eggplant casserole, man. Oh, my God. You would think that it was like a regular casserole. It was delicious, but it was made with eggplant. I didn't go to Jack in the Box, Cal Deadman. But yeah, if you know somebody who knows how to make a good eggplant casserole, you would think you're eating meat. But you're not. Charlie Harris said, he said, laugh out loud, I'm eating a bean pie right now at work. Yeah, I was shocked how good they were. Because, you know, I had to stop thinking so much. Tyrone St. Cyr says, I'm going to thank you now because of your nitty-gritty content. Taught me some things I didn't know, man. I appreciate it, man. And that's really, I just share with you my boots on the ground experience, Tyrone. And a lot of people can relate to it. I don't want you to come over here and get blindsided, man. Yeah, Pokebird says sweet potato pie. I love sweet potato pie better than pumpkin pie. They're not the same, guys, okay? Will Bailey said, will you watch the Pacquiao fight this Saturday? Absolutely. And see, over here, it'll be free. It used to be. You know, when Pacquiao was really at the top of his game, I mean, it was, you could hear a pin drop. Crime went down, I believe, 75%. I mean, the streets were cleared. And you could go and watch the Pacquiao fight for free over here. So hopefully it's the same way because I love to see that fight. Oh, yeah, Derek Greenway. I love chest pie. Only if it's made right, though. Hey, John Wells, thank you, brother. He said, goodbye, all. Please join us tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is the Moonshine Shoulders, Sunshine Shoulders happy hour. Me and John are act crazy like we always do. Oh, yeah, Daryl Fillmore. He says, do you wipe down your too big to prevent COVID? Yeah, she does. See, wait till this plays. I'm going to give y'all one more tip to look for, to know you got a good Filipino.
Boots on the ground.
Besides, you know, being beautiful.
Boots on the ground.
This is the tip about Filipinos, to know you got a good one. If she's her cleanliness, and I'm not talking about her body, but I'm talking about around the house. You gotta have that, guys. You know. And if she can cook, that's just icing on the cake. But number one, I don't care how good she looks, I don't care how beautiful it is. if she doesn't clean up, man, you got to throw her back, man. Okay? So thank y'all so much. If you're in America, it's late. I hope you help somebody before you got into bed. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's 11:56 a.m. Got the whole rest of the day to intensely go out and find somebody to help. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID-free. I'll see you next time. Join us tomorrow for the Sunshine Shoulders, Moonshine Shoulders Happy Hour.